morning, guys. I am making some bacon this morning. I am so absolutely hungry. And I was woke up with a phone call this morning. Awakened, I don't know what the word is. But my son called and woke me up. And I got up, I went in, got on the computer to handle some things I needed to with him. And I have been dying laughing ever since because somehow I came across this video of a place called Action Park. And I'm gonna link it at the end of this video here because it is so hilarious. You have got to see it. It's basically about this the most dangerous amusement park ever, and it's just so hilarious to hear these people kind of tell the stories about what would happen there. There's this one guy that looks like Rick Moranis. He actually starts the video by saying something like, you'd see a kid in the summer with friction burns all down his arm, and you'd just be like, oh, how was Action Park? And it's absolutely hilarious. I'm going to link it at the end here. Hold on, I got to get this in here. God, I hate when you get all the nasty stuff on your fingers from preparing bacon. Oh, but it's going to be so tasty and worth it. That's one thing I can't stand, is to have stuff on my fingers and my hands, like oils or grease or even like hand lotion or anything like that. I don't know why. I can just feel it on there and it's like a film and it drives me crazy. Alright, let's set this timer for about 10 minutes because my oven cooks a little faster than other ones. And I have got to look and see if I can find any more videos about this Action Park. Like any more first-hand accounts of things that happened there. So hilarious. And I'm so glad to have something that just made me crack up laughing this morning because I have been so exhausted and working my fingers to the bone with everything I've been doing recently. What in the world is this? I just accidentally opened up a web page called Joy Filled Eats. Ooh. Chicken cordon bleu casserole, low-carb keto. I must have saved this somewhere. That looks dang good. I just might have to make this for dinner. Look at this. Okay, so YouTube, Action Park. It looks like there's a lot of videos about this park. Wait a minute, including, here's a trailer for a movie with Johnny Knoxville called Action Point. I wonder if that's based on...
Let's see what this baby can do.
Oh, sweet, Chris Pontius is in this movie. Okay, so yeah, it kind of looks to me like this movie Action Point is based on Action Park. Now, I could be wrong, this is the first thing I'm seeing about this, but how cool if it is. I'm really excited about this. The thing I don't like about Johnny Knoxville, he is still so hooked on the whole Jackass thing. Like, the door swung wide open for him to be in movies, in Hollywood, like legitimate movies, and he cannot let go of this whole Jackass thing. So every movie he makes has to be relevant to Jackass. It has to be about people getting hurt and people being idiots. And yeah, that stuff is hilarious, but, I mean, it's over with. And Johnny, you're gonna die. I mean, and he seems to be a pretty good actor, too. But anyways, okay, getting back to this whole Action Park thing, Action Point, this movie, has Chris Pontius in it. I love that guy. If you guys remember watching the show Wild Boys, it was like a takeoff of Jackass with Chris Pontius and Steve-O, and they just went to these countries, and like these third world countries, and they just raised hell, you know, getting bit by snakes and all kinds of animals we've never even seen, and they were like in India where everybody has some kind of a malnutrition related disease, and they were like licking their big feet and disgusting, but hilarious show. So let's look at this again, see what else is out there. Here's actually a video about the Cannonball Loop from Action Park. And what this was, and you'll see this guy describe this thing in the video I'm going to post at the end here. So hilarious. It's a long slide. It looks like a water slide, but it's unclear to me at the moment whether there was water in it or not. It was a long slide that came from like up here, way down, and then it had a loop right at the bottom. And like you just slide down, just your body, and you slide down and hit that loop, and I can imagine you're banging your head all over the place, because they said it was only open for like 2 weeks, and people were walking out with nosebleeds and just... I mean, how crazy. I mean, but the thing is, it sounds exactly like it was back in the day with everybody, not even at an amusement park. I mean, that's how kids used to be. We used to get on our bike and terrorize the neighborhood and hit every jump we could. We would build a jump with just a couple pieces of plywood and like a cinder block, and then one of us would lay down in front of it, or 2 or 3 of them would lay down in front of it, while the other kid comes flying on a BMX that's been torn apart and rebuilt, so it's about to fall apart in the first place, and they'd hit this ramp, and either they would just go airborne and then hit the ground and the whole bike would like shatter into pieces, and they'd go tumbling around and get all torn up and get up, laugh about it, put the bike together and do it again. Or the the plywood would break. Like if this was a cinder block and this was the plywood, as soon as the bike hit it, the plywood would break like that, and it would just create a wall that your tire would just slam into, and then you'd fly off the bike. Man, I'll tell you what, those were the days. And you didn't care. You didn't care that you got hurt. It was like, it was fun. You got up in the morning and you almost thought, how are we going to get hurt today? It was in a totally different time period where you didn't sue everybody, every little scratch you got, and you weren't going around as little kids crying and whining and, worried about whether you were a boy or a girl and all this crap. You just got up in the morning, got on your bike, and went out and raised hell all day. Those were the days, and that's exactly what this Action Park reminds me of. Because that's basically what it was. They said when you walked in the door, you were like on your own. Oh, so crazy. I love mornings like this where I just wake up and I happen into something that makes me so happy and laugh so hard, and it just sends my memories down that rabbit hole back to a time when it was just, you were just free. You could just do what you wanted to. And raise hell all day long, and nobody cared. You left in the morning, you came home at night, and bruised and battered, and that's just what it was. That was somewhere in the 80s. All right, guys, I'm about to go get my bacon here. Make sure you watch this video and do some more research about the Action Park. If I find any really good videos related to it, there's my alarm. I'm going to post those at the end here too. But wherever you guys are waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day. Do something for somebody else. Pay it forward. I got to go get my bacon. Let's make this world a better place. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.